Um, hey, howdy. We're back in Bloodborne. Um, so since the last part, I have put out a poll that's like, hey, do you guys want to see the Chalice Dungeons on screen? Do you want that to be its own separate thing? Do you just not want to see it and I'll just do it in the background to level characters so that we can get a decent build? And y'all said, hey, I want to see these Chalice Dungeons. So I've taken the liberty of setting one up since the last time. It's just a Pithirmu Chalice. So, fuck it, let's start it. I've already restocked on what I needed. It's not gonna be too bad. Come on, let's get to chat. Cat. Oh, bullshit, I'm not live. Light lamp. Oh my god. Cat, please sit. You're not even supposed to be in this room. But as long as you're not disruptive and don't... Okay, so this cat, this little asshole, thought, hey, while Roxy's going shoe shopping, I'm gonna go all over her desk, step over forms that she needs to know her schedule at work, knock over a couple glue sticks, fucking tumble a tissue box, and the 2 sticks of deodorant I keep in here, because it really depends if I'm feeling fancy or not. So I have 2. Both of those knocked over. And, like, my other cat, she doesn't do these things, but she'll eat paste. And I saw that, and my fucking brain just went haywire, like, don't want to see this other cat. I don't. I will scream at him. And, like, it's not like he doesn't know. It's that he does know, and it's that when everyone else is out of the house, he can get away with shit. Hey, buddy. Oh. He died a lot easier than I remember these guys dying. It's like this... Oh my god. I swear, please do not interrupt my cat while she's using the litter box. Just let her poop. This is not pouncing time. It's not great fun to pounce on someone while they're pooping. It's not great fun to pounce on something while they're trying to discipline their cat. Yeah, but no. Actual relevant game shit. The only reason I put out that poll is because when I was like rewatching some oh god, what's his name? Some VaatiVidya content. Someone was like, man, I really love Bloodborne. But the Chalice dungeons are super boring. And I don't know why that is. So instead of just assuming that everyone's gonna hate the Chalice dungeons, or that everyone's gonna love watching the Chalice dungeons, I decide, you know what, it's probably best to put these things up to a vote in the long run. Yep, I see you. And so, here we are, doing the Chalice Dungeons, and we're gonna do these until we're at a comfortable level. Whew. Oh, I'm also, you know, streaming at a sane person time, of, you know, not almost midnight and not fucking early ass in the day, because it's a Saturday and I can stream at the times that I'm comfortable. Also, Saturdays are my guaranteed days off. I still have to know if I'm working Sundays. Either way, shouldn't be too hard. Bitch! I'm also slightly rusty with my gameplay here. I haven't played Bloodborne in a couple weeks now, so I'm slightly behind. Actually, what level are we at? Okay, the Chalice Dungeons should clear it. You know, like, not that I'm bad at Bloodborne, I'm just haven't touched the game in a few weeks. And not having that. Ugh. But hey, no one tunes in for Bloodborne. And that means I can just say and do dumb shit. Fuck you. Okay. That was fucking goofy. Yeah, no. I'm a slight bit looser when I play Bloodborne, because I know that barely anyone watches, as opposed to, like, DMC5, which, that makes sense, that was the new hotness. And I powered right through that. But I wanted to get to everything else. Fuck. Come on. Oh! You're also a lot easier than I remember. It's like the Chalice Dungeons are a bit of a bitch and a half. But they're nothing too terrible. It's... The main game is more challenging, but it also... Like, later Chalice Dungeons have bosses that I hate from the main game. Like, I think Rom. I'm almost certain Rom the Vacuous Spider, which we haven't fought yet. We will soon. I have to invest in something first. Because I don't think I have the, I can fight Rom. I need a certain bit of paper. But we're still at a reasonable distance from Rom. So it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be. Yep, this is the basic gameplay loop of the Chalice Dungeon. Find the switch that makes these doors unlockable. Or openable, I should say. I'm just gonna say, is this boss door? Oh, we're gonna fight that giant. I thought it was that one hound. So Undead Giant's kinda difficult, but he ain't the worst Chalice Dungeon exclusive boss. Definitely worse, like, oh god. There's some later on that just get absurd. but once we get there, we should have the ability to do summons. Also, pretty sure we are playing in the midst of Return to Yharnam. Actually, you know, otherwise, big whoop. But you know what? I'm just glad that people are returning to this game and continue to do so. So yep, first boss beast slain. Fuck him. The Marian Labyrinth. Pretty sure the P is silent. Because it's courteous. So they're like, yep. So these guys are weird. They're like summoned in, and they could exist, or they couldn't. They're summons, pretty much. Oh, you know what? This is probably really hard to watch. So, whoops, silly me. I can see these things. I don't know how bright it is on the playback, because I'm not willing to hear my own voice right now. It's the benefit of keeping... fuck. It's the benefit of keeping headphones, though. You don't gotta hear yourself quite as much. You know, I just... The Chalice Dungeons are gorgeous. Like, 100%, absolutely. I love the look of these things. I think there's something at the end of this hallway. Is that one of the witches? Or is it just a gangly boy? It's another gangly boy. Okay, Snatcher down there. Anything else? Cause like I know that's treasure. Nope. Snatchers are becoming kind of jokes now. Once you got the Kirk hammer on hand. Ritual blood. Doable. Ugh. That's more hurt than I'm willing to admit I am. Why are you hurt? There's something around here that's dealing slight damage to enemies. I don't know what it could be. I think there's some guys over here. Usually are. Unless I killed them already somehow. Ah! There you are. Yeah, because so the first branch actually leads down there. Back where we were when I had to turn this lantern on. Fuck. Come on. So, that enemy there is the Sinister Bell-ringing woman. And I don't think in the main game we're gonna see her much. Because I don't have PlayStation Plus. as up until very recently, I've been out of a job, and that is not something I feel like I needed to be paying for. Oh, howdy. Shit. And gotcha. So now we're seeing some side effects of one of the Carol runes I put on my character, where visceral attacks now just deal on top of the rally damage. I gain health back from successful viscerals, which is super helpful in the late game when lanterns are slightly fewer and farther between, that we need to worry about visceral timings just to gain health. You know, late game is kind of more of a fight for survival, especially the final boss. Super easy to bait into viscerals, though. God, please don't tell me. Shit. Okay. I'm not gonna comment on these guys' relative difficulty quite yet. Sure, apply some bone marrow ash. That's one down. I like to keep you guys far away, but sometimes I gotta close the gap. That was nice and cheesy. Cheesing your foe. That's an art. An art form cheap bastards like me fucking love. So we just got a fuckload of items there. And we're gonna head back to the dream. What's going on? Notifications. Nothing big. You're still crying? Fair enough. Who wouldn't? The blood of Ariana, we have Yusefka's blood. Yeah, let's retrieve that bone marrow ash. Are those things that we've gotten good to keep on hand? Or will they be better? Oh yeah, these are just the same blood gem. Alright, every other one can be sold then. I'm not sure with high strength what weapons I want. I might dip into Arcane a little bit. Oh god. Did I just... Oh no. Oh no. I just bought a shitload of shiny coins. Oh. Damn it. Oh, this is embarrassing. I mean, I'll get a return on that to a point, but... I mean, like, they're what, 90 echoes each? Yes, please, channel blood. Okay, I can't afford this. So we're gonna go to layer 2. I know there's a point where the layers just stop, eventually. Sorry, I'm still, like, half waking up. 20 minutes, 2 bosses, and 0 deaths. That's... Huh. That's nice. Ah, probably shouldn't have. Just adjust the headset. And now we're in the Thumerian Labyrinth, layer 3. I think the next boss on this floor is going to be the Hound. It really depends on what's behind this door. Yep, pretty sure it's the Hound. So this is when the Chalice dungeons actually start getting a bit more tricky. Because, like, the Hound is not an easy boss fight. It is, however... It's like, it's not an easy boss fight. It is, however, easier than a lot of late game. Ooh. Oh my god, those things die in one big slam. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I do that a lot. I'd do that a lot more if I knew. Come on. It's stuck in a bush. What is up here? I want to say the way we need to go is up here. See, Chalice dungeons are weird. I love doing them. Don't got much to say on them. Because the lore is... it's kind of thin. All I know is that this is where the old blood was originally found. And that's if I'm remembering correctly. But if I'm remembering correctly, the old blood was originally found in one of the Chalice dungeons. And that's where some of the earliest hunters came from. People who were just tomb prospectors. This feels like a trap. Every part of this feels like a trap. Like, there is a specific garb that the tomb prospectors would wear, and we can buy it. I probably won't, though. In all honesty, it doesn't look that great. in my opinion. But who knows? It could be. It could actually look alright. I don't know. That's insight I'd be spending though, and that's limited in this playthrough. Like, I'm pretty sure this is hard limited because I can't help people. Unless... Can I? No. Doesn't even give me the option to use the small resonant bell. So, like, insight is kind of hard limited to boss battles. Boss battles and... Madman's knowledge. These guys that, like, this is a reskin boss, which will eventually become a thing. Like, more and more, normal mobs are just old bosses. Because aside from, like, I want to say the ultimate battle at the end of all the Chalice dungeons is Queen Yarnum. I think she's a unique enemy that's only ever a boss. Could be wrong on that, but I think I'm right. Oh, hi, I don't like you. Oh god, what are you? You're 12 Quicksilver bullets now. You're just a human being made of mercury? Fuck you. I know there's a bell ringing woman around here. But yeah, no. So when you go to play co-op in this game to help out a friend or just make sure a stranger is safe in a boss fight, you or no, it's only when you're calling out for help. When you call out for help, you are ringing the beckoning bell, and in response, ne'er-do-wells hear a tone called the Sinister Beckoning Bell, I'm pretty sure. Which is, it rings from the bell-ringing woman. And that's how invasions in this game work. The only time you can get invaded is when you ask for help. Trying to remember mechanics here. Oh, hi, Wandering Madness. But you ring the bell, and the Sinister Woman spawns in the map in the same area, I believe, every time. And she rings the Sinister Bell. The Sinister Bell will summon in enemies. And it is your job to make sure that she is dead, or else you open yourself up to PvP. And I'd rather not do PvP. This game's netcode is kinda garbo. Note that I say I prefer not to. If I do get PlayStation Plus and a big enough following, there might, even after the LP, be a Bloodborne community night. Although, ain't gonna lie, this house was built on Capcom. So, they might do a fucking DMC community night, which would actually be cool. We'll see how I feel about that, though. Because I hear that there will be, lobbies for Bloody Palace. So instead of the cameo system, it's just gonna be, hey, play with your friend and do some weird setups and shit. Oh, his name's the Hound. It's the Watchdog. The Watchdog of the Old Lords. So... gonna throw a rock at you. Come on. Where the fuck is our hired help? Don't tell me. Okay. So it seems like we might have to fight this alone. How? What killed you? Oh, you dumb motherfucker. Is it unfair to say that? On account of that being an AI, and therefore inherently kinda dumb? Because, like, man, if From Software had that tech that Fear did, for the AI, we would be in a different timeline, for sure. Where are you running from? Oh, you're just thirsty. She like sprints into my room, which she only really does when she's being chased by the other cat. And by the other cat, I mean the only one that'll actually chase her. Because Khaleesi's a mean old bitch. And doesn't like my cat. Use pump arrow ash just to whittle your health down a little bit when I don't trust. When I don't trust my reflexes to get out of the way anytime. Ow! Am I dead? No. Of course not. Oh, this is when you start doing the mac and cheese line. Alright, 3 bosses, 0 deaths against them. Madman's knowledge. What? Okay, I was gonna say that looked like a Thimeru chalice. Click. Did we get any blood gems? Yes. So, return to the Hunter's Dream. You should return to the Hunter's Dream roughly after every boss fight in the Chalice Dungeons. Mostly so you're not left with, like, huge amounts of souls. Or echoes. Oh, hey. Now that we've done some Chalice Dungeons. Do we get... no. No, we don't. Repair the Kirk Hammer. Blood Gem Fortification. See, I always get Fortify and Blood Gem Fortification mixed up. Alright, so I don't think these are gonna help. I mean, it'll add fire damage, but that even after the next... even at the next boss battle, that's not gonna help, really. To my knowledge, we've done most of the bosses that are
home,
weak
good
against
hunter.
fire.
What is it you desire? Very well.
Yo, channel my echoes,
Let
girl.
the echoes become your strength.
Just channel those sweet, sweet echoes.
Let
Yep.
me stand close.
My strength. Get that up to 30. I need to know when strength scaling actually stops. I never looked it up. So I don't actually remember. So the layer 3 heart. I'm just remembering. I'm remembering the ins and outs. I kind of want the noble dress, but like that means having someone die and like just murdering. And I'm already doing that in the side LP, like just getting people in the in the church and then just murdering them. Out of curiosity of what happens, like some of them don't die to their quest line, and I just kinda wanna know what happens. And turns out the church keeper, I don't know what to call it. And I don't even know what to refer to the church keeper as. Is it... I don't know what that... I can't place what the voice is what I'm trying to say. I can't tell if it's a man, a woman, either, both. Could be one of the four. I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to know. But like things like that, I can call Cthulhu it. Or even him. Because Cthulhu looks kind of masculine to me. In all the actual paintings that don't cutesy him up. I also see Cthulhu referred to with the royal hymn, like capital H, occasionally, which that isn't culty or weird. But that's also the point. Let's see, Quicksilver bullets. This is when the loot starts getting good, though. Like, these are what tomb prospectors were doing back in the days before Yharnam was full of blood. Why am I down? Oh, right. What else can I say? Also, like, these look like the messengers. Or, if you've played Dark Souls 3, that looks like a wretch. Which, there will be plenty of opportunities to see more of them. But, like, wretches in Dark Souls 3 kinda look like distant relatives of the messengers from Bloodborne. Even though the wretches were failed dragons, from what I remember. Which, they are horrifying. These kind of look like the bell ringing woman. Like, down to the hood. They're just not carrying a bell, they're... Apologies. They're carrying the lanterns. I don't understand these smoke dispensers. They're just there to trip you up and fuck up your vision. And that's what matters. That you get disoriented and fucked up because the enemy you were tracking is now in the dark. God, these also just look gnarly as shit. Ugh. Oh, we're out of soda. This was after I went shopping. Got food. And now I'm of the opinion of if I have a drink, I could totally stream. That's like my one stipulation. I need... So there are things I prefer to have as far as my conditions go. But as long as it's relatively quiet and I have a drink, I can stream. And it's like, oh, yeah, soda that's full of ice. You know, as I stream, it's gonna be full of water eventually. So that looks slightly more sinister than the other. Just a weird motherfucker in a hood. Let's do some grave robbery. So a lot of these places feel like they're traps. And only when I think, oh, it couldn't possibly be a trap, it is a big old trapezoid. Forgot that was a shape. Oh, Jesus Christ, why am I tired? I slept for like slightly more than 8 hours. It's like I woke up immediately well rested. And I woke up at like noon. I should feel invigorated by now. What? Oh, right, that messenger thing shoots the... I'm gonna use a bolt hunter's mark. I'm lost. It'll get me where I meant to go, which is here. Now, was this arena the last part of the dungeon? Yes. Okay. Oh, god damn it, I didn't sell those. Oh. I need to stretch. Solid chunk that forms in cold blood. After death, a substance in blood hardens. That which does not crystallize. Shit. But yeah, no, the messengers kind of feel like a, Oh. Oh, something interesting. So this mirror right here, you can be like, oh. Or, correction, you could be like, oh, there's no lore there. What are you talking about? You're silly. You're dumb. No. This mirror, right here, was, originally, you could do what was called in the game a disguise. And said disguise would be you get to remake your character cosmetically. It could have cost blood echoes, it could have cost insight. I'm not entirely sure. Holy shit. Fuck it, shared fixed dungeon. I actually don't know what that means. Rituals finished, the chalice respawn altar. You may now begin to explore the dungeon. I was also hoping for something like this to be in Dark Souls 3, but Dark Souls 3, despite PvP, is kind of a disappointment with content. I do like that it ended things off, and it did so very well. I have not played the DLC for DS3, so oh well. God damn it! Why am I so tired? Mm. But now the disguise was just basically, hey, remake your character a little bit. I kind of wish that there was a respec. That's something about this game. I wish the put on a disguise was left in, and I wish that I wish that there was an option to respec your hunter. Cause, you know what? I don't make the best builds until until it's too late. And like, I don't know if I've spec'd too far into strength for scaling to even matter. I should probably... Ah. Oh. Oh, this is a reused area. Okay, this is where the fun begins. This is pod racing. Damn it. My body hates me more than I hate it right now. Well, it is a battle to stay coherent. I'm not sick, I'm just hiccuping. And I'm very good at expressing that now. Just holy shit, you know? You ever get that where you're just talking and shooting the shit and your throat just catches on nothing? Because the human body is a well-oiled machine that if not maintained will fuck up, and even if maintained, you're not maintaining something. You are always not maintaining something. Like some people, oh yeah, their body, they look like Atlas carrying the world on his shoulders. Fucking, but you know what? They might have trouble brushing their teeth. That sort of shit. Not me though. I don't look like Atlas. Nor do I have I was gonna say, nor do I have teeth. But nor do I have good dental hygiene. Don't be like me, kids. I am a bad role model. We're gonna try that one more time. I am a forgetful dumbass that could totally take care of herself if it wasn't for the fact that I just don't remember to. Um, it's not fun. Is this where I just was? Yeah, what the fuck? This area just looped into itself then. Jesus H. Hmm. Womp. Do that. So pretty much we're just gonna... This is a prep stream for the next area that I want to tackle, which is I want to tackle DLC. The Hunter's Nightmare. I am slightly under-leveled for it, and I want to get to level 55 before I consider hitting the Nightmare. We are at level 54 currently, so I think once we're done with this floor, we'll be able to begin. Then we'll get to the parts where I really struggle. I assume, because I've never actually proper finished, like, to completion. Like, I've killed Maria, I believe, but I've never killed... What the fuck? I've never seen the beast possess soul. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't do this. Holy shit. Oh, and there's no good hit stun on, Oh, we're keeping Bone Marrow Ash for sure. God, you're just Baphomet. That's what you look like to me. You're Baph without the titties. Ooh. Cool. Slightly quiet, but I've never actually fought the beast possessed soul. Beast possessed soul is a weirdly bog standard boss fight for a really cool design. Fuck you. Oh shit, you got a command grab. Gonna fight it just in case. Okay, that put me half health. But you didn't account for that. Smickety smackety motherfucker. That wasn't bad. That was really cool, actually. I could have played that a little bit better, though. That's the LP tax at work. You could have always played better. Because you couldn't have been having this slight anxiety of, having that slight, and I mean like slight, ever so small. If you are LPing, you will always, always, always be slightly worse at the game than you were walking in. Because once you are at the stage where you have to talk and play at the same time, even if you're not talking, you're focusing on entertainment. Because you're thinking, well, someone's going to be eventually watching, right? Right? So your play isn't always going to be top of your game. And that's fine. Honestly, as long as you win, for as long as you have done what you needed to do, you're doing fine. You can't be much worse than DSP. You know, Dank Ankle Phillip. He's a card. But you could always be worse. I mean, like... oh. I do some weird studying. Like, Down the Rabbit Hole, for example. Great YouTube series, if you haven't checked it out. Does some wonderful content. And they did a part on DSP, Darkside Phil, and it was weird. I didn't know about half that shit. I just knew he was kind of bad at games. It's like, I don't think he's terrible or anything. I mean, he beats the games usually. But I know he's also, you know, not that great at the games he beats. It's like, I actually, it's a funny story. I was, oh, I kinda... okay, so... I saw the This Is How You Don't Plays for the Metal Gear games. And I actually saw a bit of myself in how he plays Metal Gear. Because I am not used to those controls. They make sense. I'm just... my brain doesn't think, oh, yeah, why wouldn't I go prone? It's... wait, why can't I move and crouch? It's shitty little gameplay things of, I struggle with the controls. And only when I started playing the later games did it even click with me. Because it is my fault for having played too many modern games where it's the standard to crouch and move in the crouch formation. Like, Metal Gear wasn't doing that for a good minute, and it took me forever to get used to it. It was up until the lab, where you have to, like, right before you have to disguise yourself as Reykjavich, that it clicked with me how to effectively move. And that's like, what? Halfway through? Maybe 45% of the way through. There was still a lot of game left, but I was not good at that game. And that's why you might not see me play Metal Gear on this channel. Because there are some games I suck too bad at for me to be able to balance that and talking. I actually wasn't so sure about playing Devil May Cry, but that was mostly S ranks. S or A's. B's or S or B's. Never dipped to a C except for the final fight, which I'm not gonna spoil because that's not this LP. However, once Bloody Palace comes around, I will be freely talking about that shit. Because why wouldn't I? You know, if you're watching Bloody Palace gameplay, you are... Alright, the Keeper of the Old Lords, is that the guy in the cool hat? Yeah, this is the fight that really stood out to me. And I don't know why. Because it feels like I'm fighting another hunter, just not quite. Lock on. He staggers quite Day Stagger. Quite easy. I don't know if that's a he. Could be. Kinda looks he-ish. Also, probably undead. Probably doesn't care. Holy shit, that fight gave me so much trouble when I first played. You know what? That trouble could have just come from me being stubborn and using a cool weapon instead of a weapon I was good with. I also meant to go to the Hunter stream. You know what? An hour in and we're at the level I want to be.
Well,
Or should be.
very well.
Let's scale endurance a bit. Or let's
Farewell,
level
good
endurance a
hunter.
bit. Farewell, good hunter. Yep, 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 yep. Not purchase, sell items. Oh, I need to reevaluate what I got. Let's run over here. Repair the Kirk Hammer. Blood Gem Fortification. Weapon durability up, I'll take that. 157, 151. Cause like these buffs are cool, but the stat advantages are what I'm looking for. Wait, Ludwig's rifle. And blood attack. Okay. Actually, I think this gave us... Yeah, the Bone Ash set. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I don't know what of this set I want. Definitely the armor. That just looks cool. I don't like not having a face. Oh, that's some fashion. That works. Do you got a toy, Yuffie? So the knife isn't going to be useful. I don't need the shining coins. For the most part, we can do away with this armor. And the bloodstones. And we are gonna actually backtrack a little bit to the Cathedral Ward. Because once you get a specific item, which we got in the last part, like, once this LP is done, it's gonna be one part and then the next right after the other. But there's like a week or two in between. And that's fine. So we're gonna go back to Cathedral Ward. We're gonna go this way. Now, once we have this item, the Eye of a Blood Drunk Hunter. The Eye of a Blood Drunk Hunter, its pupil is collapsed and turned into mush, indicating the onset of the Scourge of Beasts. A hunter who goes drunk with blood is said to be taken by the nightmare, destined to wander forever, engaged in an endless hunt. It is a fate that no hunter can escape. However, that's not our eye. So we're safe. Huh. Church guys are no longer... So here, where you found the top hat hunter, get sucked up. Don't even escape. Eventually we'll know what that is.
Cursed fiends. children too. And their children.
It's an
forever
amygdala.
true.
That's what has always been there. And I love it. You eventually start seeing those the later on in the game. I think after the next boss fight that the story requires for us to beat the game actually gives us the insight needed to see the creatures that have always been there. The hallucinations that many think are hallucinations, but no, they have always been there. They are real. Eventually we will get an eye to see into the infinite cosmos. Eventually. But, for now, we're in the chapel. But no one's here. This door does not open from this side. Right here, where I want to say Ariana, right where Ariana is, no one. These, for these incense, unlit. Where the church dweller is, no one. Well, nun girl ain't gonna be seen. The skeptic man, he's missing. We're not in true reality anymore. We're in a crumpled, dilapidated version of Yharnam. The moon is clouded with what kind of looks like the veins in the same eye we got. Look at that eye. Then look at the moon. And then look back at me. And now that last part's just me shitposting. But we get a frenzied cold blood. So we are in a very distorted version of reality. This is where the beast curse is super active. That's an old school hunter with old school trick weapons. And we ain't having that. But like, that's an old style equivalent of a cane. I prefer it though, it's a bit bulky. Let's gain as much health as we can. And we just get blood vials from him. But no, if we look around, we're just... I mean, this is Yharnam, but this isn't our Yharnam. It's all real, though. It's real enough to where it matters. Get more frenzied cold blood. Actually, is this the drop down point to this fight? Yeah, there's another hunter here. Whew. I know this one's a lot more trigger happy. So they do see beasts here. So that eyeball that I investigated, all of these hunters have that. They're in an endless hunt. Meaning, yeah, it looks roughly like Yharnam, but there's no way it is. It's Yharnam in aesthetics alone, and then the aesthetics are kind of warped. These hunters are in an infinite state of blood drunkenness. What's the old hunter cap look like? That's kind of badass. Oh, that's a fashion. But that's not my fashion. I might do another build later that uses the old hunter set for aesthetics, because that is something I love about this game. The armor really doesn't matter. Do you think it looks cool? It's good. Keep it. Have fun. It's not like Dark Souls where you're constantly scavenging for newer and better equipment. We fought these guys in Old Yarnum. These beasts, they ain't new. These dogs are new. This variety of dogs is definitely new. They look a lot more like Doberman instead of just mangy little mutts. Twin bloodstone shards. We don't need those. Actually, no. We do for the gun. Let them fight. We can clear out the area. Actually, you. So you'll see that these guys are a lot more agile. I think we actually get an item that lets us do that later. Gonna... Shortcut. It's like, I don't know all of the old hunters, but I know enough. I know enough for the starting area, at least. Once we start heading into, like, a later area, like the fishing hamlet, I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna get lost hard. That's a really old school looking gun. Probably because it is. But I want that. I want that weird musket blunderbuss. That's really cool looking. Going up here is slightly unsafe at the moment. I want to go down here. Are you trying to hit me? Hey. Are these just the old dogs that hunters would keep? I wouldn't doubt back in the day that hunters would run with dogs. Ah. Well, hey. Where am I getting shot at from? This is really weird. Ah, first death. First death on the stream. An hour in? Oh. That isn't bad. I've done a lot worse. I've had significant death streaks. Either way, yeah, I know. So reality is just weird and distorted now. What's up there? Oh, that's someone being taken by messengers. There's a point in this game where the aesthetic gets kind of weird. And it's hard to tell between what's a messenger and what's a and what's an amygdala. Old hunter gloves. I definitely don't want the old hunter gloves. Nah. My ideal fashion is
My ideal Bloodborne fashion is to have bandages on the arms, which I'm glad to start with. Because, like, I love the look. The, kind of makes the character look like a brawler. And I always like the look of a good brawler. Oh, those are a lot more durable, too. Hell yeah. Where'd the last one go? But you know, these guys, I mean, they're threatening, but ain't nothing we haven't fought before. You just take a couple more hits to keep down. And that's fine. You know, honestly, as long as the beast is dead, it shouldn't matter how quick it took you. Oh! Oh, get fucked! Okay, somehow got my echoes back. I'll take it. Say hop right into the attack, buddy. Fight me, taking all comers. Fuck is down here? Man, sometimes I really wish people wouldn't scream halfway across the house. Sometimes. Okay. And I've been through a lot worse. A lot worse. Come on. All right. 20,000 echoes. That don't mean shit anymore. And that's fine. You know what? You make do with the fact that you died on an enemy that hasn't even touched you until now. Salty, maybe a bit. But that's because that hasn't happened to me in quite a while. So, like, after a while of your ass not getting handed to you on a silver platter, you start to remember what that used to feel like, and you hate it, because you're better than that. Oh. is a cool thing. No, I do want that. I don't remember what it's called is the problem. God damn it! Packed alive by crows this late in the game? Shit. Oh, that doesn't feel good, man. In fact, feels bad. Feels quite bad, man. Just, there's no camera, and I don't want there to be one. You could see me right now. It's just like I'm giving myself slow blinks of exasperation, just to make sure. Oh, these enemies are actually giving near 1,000 echoes per kill. I mean, that's the hunters that are given that, but still. Cat, I don't want you on the bed. I don't want you on my bed. Because you get into things and I can't stop you. Well, good thing I remembered that, huh? Because it explodes at the bottom, but that means this area is slightly safe. No, I was gonna say I'm gonna let them die. I'm gonna let them have their little fight. It's like, honestly, ain't my business quite yet. But now it is. So now we're in the actual cathedral where Yarnum would, or other way around, where it would be in Yarnum. That's where we are. That's why these church steps start working. Because odds are the player has revisited things just enough times for it to get a... to, like, this area gives the worst feelings of deja vu. Because you know you have them. Damn it, you are a lot deadlier than I remember. I just need 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Now come on. Damn it. I also don't want to back into it. So if there's just another one, I'm fucked. Is that a boss fight? Yeah, no. That attack is just an invitation to throw a Molotov. Because, like, command grab, I ain't about that life. Oh! You are the worst! I'm pretty sure I have some in storage, though. Whew. Why am I probably fucking, like... Okay. I'm getting needlessly heated over this game. It is... It's more bothering me that this game is getting to me, and less bothering that I'm on a losing streak. Because I'm usually better than that. So it's like, why would I ever blame anything but myself for a death? But now I'm getting to that point where I'm kind of irrational. Alright, roll down the ball. Bada bing, bada boom. So like these hunters, these brave hunters, are right about to come up onto the execution. I don't think it ever ends well. I do not think there's an option or an outcome where this doesn't just end horribly and in a lot of deaths. Like, that's a total party kill right there. Pebbles for like 2 damage, I guess. Fuck. Damn it. Oof. Just. Oh. I have a feeling that my streaming career is going to have me end up throwing a controller at some point, and I really don't want to, because controllers are expensive. Okay, so I'm the sort of person who I don't say anything that I wouldn't normally say when I'm frustrated. I just get a lot more nasty. But like, I'm not gonna blurt out a racial slur as a frustration. Like I call other players dipshit more often than not when I'm playing like a PvP game. Like just under my breath, you dipshit. Oh my god, there's no way. Wait a minute. Are you wearing the Prospector's garb? Are you a hunter? But I'm also not the sort of person to throw a controller. Now, I stick to my morals and don't, like, scream obscenities that are any worse than, like, cunt. And even then I use it sparingly for impact. But I can see my streaming career ending me up as a controller thrower at some point. Okay. So that's just a cleric beast. Instead of Vicar Amelia. watching you. Alright, I should be safe to see what the fuck this is. Eye pendant that unlocks the surgery altar. There are 2 cathedrals in the Hunter's Dream. One lies past the River of Blood. The other contains the private research hall of the Healing Church. Only chosen members of the Healing Church or their lamentable patients can enter the research hall using this eye. Grants eyes to Surgery Altar Skull. Alright. So that's the game just saying, hey, before you make some progress, here's the item that's gonna give you that progress. Otherwise, like, because no matter what, that means you have to fight dude, the executioner, no matter what. Because then you won't have the key. Now, what they mean by River of Blood is quite literal. God, I remember when I first fought the old hunters. This hall also fucked up real bad. And it's like, I've forgotten most of what happens as far as encounters go, except for like the one boss I've managed to kill. And that's coming up real soon, because like, look at that. Does that look fun? Because that's the River of Blood, and we gotta go there. I think someone's gonna try to fight me. Is that dynamite? Oh, you aren't hunters. But you are. So, this is me speculating, because I can't make any solid judgments on what these guys are, but the lore refers to civilians having helped the hunters in the old days and getting slightly infused with the old blood to keep up. Now, those are civilians amongst the hunters. Oh, by the way, even if you have weird hang-ups about killing hunters, don't feel bad about killing these ones. They are all blood drunk. They're basically dead anyways. It's for their own good that they be put down. It's okay. Once a hunter is blood drunk, it's like a rabid dog. There is no cure per se to going full beast. There are ways that you can avoid becoming a beast, but eventually, a hunter will probably succumb to the beast blood. And like these civilians that are like kind of flailing swords at me, not really attacking that hard. Not when you compare them to the hunters anyways. They'll still fuck you up if you underestimate them. But, like, they're also not using trick weapons. They're using, like, that's a meat cleaver. And the other guy was using, like, a kind of shitty sword. Oh, this is the shortcut to the, like, yeah, there's this guy ambushing you. This is really just a remixed Cathedral Ward and Preamble. Or Central Yarnum. And, like, this guy's dead. The wheelchair guy from the beginning, dead. But that doesn't mean he can't fuck you up. You got a boom hammer now. Oh, I feel dumb. I feel like this area was built for people who made high blood tinge builds and went, well, shit. Because, like, some people spec'd into blood tinge thinking guns were a bit more useful than they really were. And honestly, silly to think the gun would do anything. Honestly, no other game has a good gun. Ever. Call of Duty, these guns are shit, right? Why would this game be the same? Fucking Payday 2, gun doesn't even kill a dozer. But, in Bloodborne, there wasn't really much of a reason to spec into blood damage. But if you didn't know that, and you just thought, oh, this is Dark Souls, but give it a gun, and people just run that. And if you think, oh, it's just Bloodborne, but the main character has a gun, I mean, you'd be right. Or Dark Souls, but give the character a gun. But, like, guns are secondary. So shit like, actually, what does the boom hammer need? What does it require? Oh, that's not a blood tinge weapon. Okay, so I'm almost certain there's some weapons in this DLC that were given as like, hey, did you spec into blood tinge? Well, here's something useful. But also, FromSoft hates you. So, that's another thing I love about this game. It's the armor you take, I think at best it goes to like 110, 120, and you can't upgrade it whatsoever. So, like, for the most part, you've got some of the most effective gear in the game, and there's no encumbrance. Or as I've heard once or twice in the D&D group, encumbrance, which, but armor really isn't there for armor. There is no real armor that protects against beasts in this lore. Not that well. So you'll get basically cool-looking armor that doesn't offer much protection. I will always say, though, because hitboxes are kind of tight in these games, if you think it's a good idea to, like, make your character extra thin, you're right. It's like, so back before, and this is my official out of the closet stream, because, like, I've implied, but I've never outright said, before I realized I was trans, okay? I would almost always justify playing a female character in a game because they have slightly smaller hitboxes. And this was true for a lot of games I was playing at the time. Saints Row the Third and Halo 3 or Reach. Halo Reach was the first one that comes to mind with, oh, female character, smaller hitbox. It's like I never had the data to back this up, but the female Spartans were definitely smaller. And therefore, like, a headshot, for example, is slightly harder to land. Because it wasn't like... I've heard some stories where it's like, oh, I just wanted to stare at the girl's butt from, like, those guys. Or, like... Because, like, there's some people who are like, oh, why play what I am in real life when I can, like, that's what I hear a lot when I hear a buddy go like, oh, I don't want to play a human because I'm already a human. And I understand that, wanting to be like an elf or some shit. And for me, it's like, no, I just want to be a girl. And like, being able to play as a female character does make me kind of happy. Because like, oh, I get to feel that a little bit. So I play near exclusively female characters, unless A, the game forces me to, or B, the game is just weird about it. So yay, officially out on stream. That's cool. Where? You know, that's the wonder of doing shit. Just when you don't have someone to stream with, which, trust me, I have an LP planned that I need a partner for. Said partner is totally down for it if he can. Meaning he... And this is weird. And I don't mean to call you out, buddy. I know you occasionally tune in, or have tuned in the past. This ain't me calling you out. He rents his PCs, because, you know, that's just what he do. It's easier for him, I suppose. Just go down to Rent-A-Center and get a PC. And, you know, times are tough, I understand. So I might not have him when a certain game comes out. But it's a game that means a lot to both of us. And I'd rather have him do the LP with me. Odds are y'all eventually see him on stream. If not, the latest you will see him is if we start our own like duo LP channel, like the Super Best Friends, or like Game Grumps. That has been in the cards with me for a minute, but I've wanted to do LPs. And before I really get down to the nitty-gritty of it, I do want I do want to get some LPing experience under my belt before I really start a dedicated LP channel. It is easier for me to stream and just archive the stream on like Twitch and YouTube. You know what? But nah, I'm looking forward to that future stream I have planned with him. However, there might be other LPs that I plan to do with him, or other streams. I'm glad to have a go-to buddy that's like down to join me for a Let's Play. Also, the game that I plan to play is just special to both of us for very specific reasons. I want to talk to him about how to start it. Because, like, I chose Bloodborne because it was a special game to me, and I wanted to... Like, Bloodborne's one of those games, it's up there with Silent Hills 2 and 3. And definitely 4. How special it is to me. And how important it is for me to get the LP out of the way. And I don't mean, like, get it out of the way as in, like, I don't want to do it. I mean get it out of the way as in, like, I want to do it before LP wears down on me. I want this game that means a lot to me, that I have some stuff to say. I want to play it before I get jaded to LPing, I suppose. I think that's the word that I'm looking for. Could be wrong. But, like, I definitely always want Bloodborne to be an early LP of mine. No matter how I did it. Oof. I'm glad that I've got plans for this. And I'm really happy that the plans are half decent. Like, as far as I know. As far as I know, it's not a bad idea. And if it is, oh well. I'll suffer through it. Always have, always will. Because I am too stubborn to admit that some things don't work. And even if I'm suffering on a certain game, like a certain game in the rotation, I will finish it come hell or high water, because you know what? I'm going to feel great once it's over. I'm going to feel like I actually fucking finished something and really stuck with it. Something to do with pride. It's the same as picking probably one of the most physically intensive jobs I could, even though I'm incredibly out of shape right now. Not like... You could tell I was like super skinny at one point, and I just... There's still some same. You know what? I'm happy that I get to, even if I'm not having fun at certain parts, even if certain games are frustrating, even if I'm bad at them, I still get to have these experiences. You know? Come on. Shit. Okay. I didn't even realize I had a viewer. I was just rambling. Holy shit. Whoops. Don't you love it when Twitch is like, hey, you got a new viewer? But then, like, kind of whispers it so you don't hear it. I love it too. Favorite part of the stream is when I don't get to say howdy to anyone. I... Oh god, I do say howdy too much, don't I? I think I started saying that in this game. Come here, you've heed your last haw. Shit. That is not good help. No. No, sorry. Someone just immediately get fucked as they open that door. Why wasn't I rolling? Why? Uh-huh. Drink water. Holy shit. I just... Damn, you know? Fuck. Get fucked, losers. 804 echoes, that's mine. Now I think about it, have I actually hit that cemetery? I don't know how many times this one fires at all. I am going to die to that more often than I can foresee. Damn it! How? How? Oh Jesus. Why? Fuck! Oh, this is a big coward. Oh. Sometimes it pays to run really far. Who knows? I could just have been trained by a Joestar. Fucking running away? Hell yeah. Running away is my favorite thing to do. The fuck is being brave? Nah. Nah, you run. Sometimes is just better. Damn it! Should have backstepped. Ugh. Shoulda, anyways. You know what? Give me a sec. I need to... My nose is clogged up. I need to fix that. I'm sorry, this is unprofessional as fuck. Even if I want to stay casual, like, nah. Nah. I ain't okay with it. It's like I don't take bathroom breaks unless I absolutely need to. And I don't clean my nose unless it's actually difficult to breathe. And I'm very good at doing both. Because if I have to do dedicated mouth breathing, that is the most obnoxious shit. I'm sorry if that's the breathing you do by default, but like, mouth breathing ain't great. The mouth is not meant to be your primary intake of air. Not that I can figure. So again, if the only way you can breathe is through your nose, more power to you. Not gonna finish that rhyme. This ain't rap. This ain't a rapping channel. This is I'm playing video games very poorly channel. That's what I want it to be. I don't want to be a rapper. Nah, I'd be quite shit at it, actually. Damn it! I know there's a lantern somewhere along this path. The trouble is finding it. So I'm gonna try to remember if I can hit that, cemetery yet. Also, the inside of my mouth is, it's not in great, not in great shape. So sorry if you can hear me chewing on ice. That is to alleviate pain. God damn it, fuck you. Because we've been trying that Blood Lake route for a while. And you know what? It's about that time. Do those guys just have low health? Just have that cinematic moment? Damn it! There is no excuse to what just happened. But... whoops. Just fucking whoops. Actually, wait. It does not open from the side. Not locked, it just doesn't open. Which means it's locked from one side, if that's an indicator. Son of a... Why am I not... Okay. So... I can critique how I play. And... I cannot apply my own critique. Because I'm trying to unlearn... I'm trying to unlearn... a couple of years of conditioning to just go in hard. Like, once I hit Dark Souls, who boy is gonna be fun. It's like, oh, you think Bloodborne sucks for me to play. Nah. Nah, I'm just mildly challenged here. By mildly challenged, I mean I'm stupid and I forget. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I am stupid and forgetful. Fuck ton of blood vials, good. Ah, motherfucker with a boom hammer. Fucking powder keg. So I'm not sure. I can't remember if this is just locked. Also, where the fuck are all of them coming from? See, we're making a bit more progress. Why do I even bother putting sight limiters on myself now that... Like, I really haven't thought about it. I'm like, no. No, I won't use the, I won't use the transformation weapons, to just blast through my enemies. Why not? Like, it's not even cheating. I'm just not using mechanics of my own free will. Like, I guess it comes from the respect of, like, not throwing a fair opponent in a fighting game or some shit. But, like, at the same time, you know, could have backed up, could have jumped out of the way. In the fighting game analogy, that getting shot thing was not meant to happen. Oh, there we go. I don't think I've ever actually hit down here. Woo! Okay, didn't know powder keg was up here. Got the beast cutter. Sorry, I saw what happened there and I'm like, oh god. Oh, that's where I was getting shot from. There's a turret very early. Oh! Oh! Okay. Oh! Okay, I'm not even angry anymore. 0% of me is frustrated. Because I'm glad I figured that out. Alright, let's see what we got. Does this weapon even transform? Oh. Oh, that's the beast cutter? So this, if I remember correctly, is the, it's the progenitor to the saw cleaver. But later on in the lifespan of the weapon, the saw cleaver just became the saw cleaver, and the whole whip function turned into a cane. Why is the heavy attack faster? But I'm gonna refrain from using it at the moment because that needs to be upgraded real bad. Oh, they keep hand lanterns on me. So let's use the beast cutter on enemies that add like clear swaths. So the weapon is definitely not as effective as it should be. That is because... Oh god, is it a skill scaling weapon? Let me kill these guys to check what it scales with, because I might not implement it if it's a no, it has descaling with strength. Okay. That answers my question. Come on. Thank you. I want you to come over here. I throw a rock at him and he's like, eh. Oh, the hunter. Shit. Oh, I love that. Oh, the way his head perked up was just perfect. Fuck. I feel dumb. but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run. Bye, fucker. Alright, most of you dead. Try to get as many of them lined up as possible for the shot. That well. Does fire more than once. Whoop. Whoop. Howdy. I've gone over here, but I've not actually brought anyone to here to fight. Damn it! Huh. Okay. Oh. Oh. So I'm like... I don't know if it's just me, or if the game's actually dropping frames, but I feel like it is. Could just be the stairs fucking with my eyes. Oh, it's water down the throat. Ugh. Again, incredibly sorry. Alrighty, sorry about that. If the mic is now not great. Oh, no you don't. I'll take a fucking chunk, sure. Oh, this motherfucker. Oh, I've repressed you. Tyrion. Please do not get on this bed. You cause nothing but frustration and pain. I already have enough. Thank you. Alright, so that way on the Blood Lake is just, nah. I killed that motherfucker once and he doesn't stay dead and I hate him. It's like, I think at best there's something that's slightly interesting in this area. If not, nah. Just swoops. And it swoops. Ice. Hate. Just hate. Nice, all of them in one go. It's like I don't really care about any of the survivors of that one. Okay, it all of a sudden smells like baby powder, and I don't know what that could be. This baby powder is like 2 rooms over, and there's no up and out that strong. Especially not with my nose being clogged up as it is. Which, to be fair, I would not be streaming if I knew my nose was as clogged up as it was. But it is, and I'm here. Okay, so even though that attack has, definitely has armor against dagger, it'll... If something like an explosion happens, the character isn't just gonna tank through it, which, that's fair, that's fine. Are they gonna follow me? Nah, okay, so I can just kill those 2 guys, juke, and then get out. Over here, I don't think is anything special. I know there's an enemy. There's like a slight mini-boss, and I think he uses the beast claws. And he uses the beast roar mixed with the beast claw. Which, I don't know how much of a problem you're gonna be. But I think you might have an item for me. Honestly, I'd love to figure it out if you do. Come on. There we go. Back step. There's a certain part in this fight where he just starts bringing out moves like that where oh, you weren't paying attention to how I move? Fuck you, I guess. Which, yeah, that's as it should be. Not paying attention during a fight, getting smacked by the boss when he's dead in front of you. Like, I can understand, like, blind spots. But, like, if this guy's not in your blind spots, and he just smacks you... Also, he's dead. I think he has something. Right, the firing hammer badge. Okay. I don't know what that gives offhand. I think it lets me buy the boom hammer. And a couple other items. Not sure what they are, though. Might be old powder keg armor. That I cannot verify whatsoever. Because I always had a problem fighting that guy. Minigun fucker over there, though. I do hate him. The fight, not for me. And to my knowledge, he doesn't have anything too difficult. Or, not too difficult. Nothing too important that I'd need to risk shit going down there. If there really is, like, I'm gonna do a bit more research on this area, because I'm not remembering certain sections of this map. And that is a problem. Cat, please get off the bed. I do not want you here. Bit of background that I just add when I'm angry at him. This is the where his actual owner. Cause like he is not owned by my father or me. He is owned by my mother, and my mother pampers this little shit. And I mean, like. At worst, she tells him no. And he doesn't learn. Because he thinks, oh, we're playing, or, oh, I want to be friendly with everyone. And he wants to be friendly with everyone. Like, my cat kicked the shit out of him. The first time he got really close. And he's like, I'm just gonna lay in your vision and just make you angry. Instead of just backing off, and he has this thing where he just gets into shit. And like, yeah, okay, the things he does are things I hear other cat owners complain about. Like, he digs through the fucking trash, which is just gross, because then, like, I'm a coffee drinker. There's a lot of coffee beans in those trash cans, usually at the top, because you gotta throw out the filter every morning. It's just what you do. It's gross. You don't want to reuse filters. Don't reuse filters. Just make a new pot, a new filter. It takes longer, but Jesus fucking Christ, it's not going to taste like fermented garbage. And nah, he gets into everything.
He wants a bit of your food. He wants a bit of your food. He wants to get... He climbed up shelves to get at the cat tree container. Like, you know, the shelves where a slightly expensive lighter is, where my parents' wedding photos are framed. Because we can't hang that frame up. It doesn't have pegs. It's a weird frame, but it doesn't have pegs. And it's like a collage of wedding photos. And if he knocks that down... Cat... He additionally wants to always get at our foster kitten's wet food. Which, God no. The foster kittens need their wet... He wants to press his paws into my ass when I'm talking about him. And, like, he's a smart cat. Like, he's the only cat that I know that can do tricks. Like, he's kind of a shitty little show cat. He's pampered, and he's an asshole because he's never been told no by anyone but me. And, like... Oh, he also, like, chews up plants and shit. So we really cannot have nice things because of this cat. And I'm not willing to... And this is probably on me, but I'm not willing to accommodate just because this cat's a little shit. Mostly because if I'm doing things right, I won't have to live with this cat for long. I'll just have to... He won't be there when I move out. Just my cat will be there. Molotov cocktail, even though they don't use Molotovs, they use the timed cocktails. But no, I hate this cat. And he's cute. But he's just... He makes everyday life super hard by getting in the way and thinking every single little moment is about him. It isn't, newsflash. I say, looking behind myself. And yes, I know I just skipped past an NPC, but Jesus fucking Christ, I want the shortcut open. Correction. Jesus tap dancing Christ. Let's consume some cold blood. And this cat used to be one of our foster kittens. In my honest opinion, I don't think we should have adopted him. Because up until we paid for him, he was technically the shelter's property. And I don't... Like, our other cats. They're loud, they're rambunctious, they're kind of annoying sometimes. But honestly, at worst, the other cats are just loud. This cat is the only cat that we have that gets into shit. He doesn't want to be part of the family. Like, he doesn't want to sit with the rest of us while we're doing stuff. He has no interest in just sitting down and being cute and cuddling. Like, all the rest of it. He acts like no other cat in the house. And he romps around like he owns the place. And I'm not happy with it.
Because it... And, like, I'm not the only one in the house who's annoyed by him. Because, like, my father and I, we just... We don't want him gone, we just want him less in our face constantly. He also, like... He also fucking pushes cats... Like, pushes the other cats away. When, like, they're just laying down. Like, imagine that. You're a perfectly behaved kid. Alright? Let's just assume humans. Say you're a perfectly okay kid. And you have siblings, so you don't have that weird entitlement of having only ever been the only one in the house. And then the Snoot Cat comes in, and you're like, okay, or the Snoot Kid comes in, and you're like, okay, well, I mean, mom and dad babysit all the time. Why should this be an issue? And then the one kid doesn't leave. Like a kid that missed the bus. Okay? He sits around like a kid that missed the bus.
You're a hunter with your sanity, aren't you?
Must have taken a wrong turn, eh?
We're more alike.
Oh, we're more alike than you think.
This is
It's the hunter's nightmare, where hunters end up when drunk with blood.
When drunk with blood. You've seen them before.
You've seen them before, aimless, wandering hunters, slavering like beasts. This is what the poor fools have to look forward to, so don't be brash. Turn back before it's too late, unless you have some interest in nightmares. Nightmares are fascinating. Ah, yes, I agree. You sense a secret within the nightmare and cannot bear to leave it be. Oh, spirit of Bergenworth, such inquisitive hunters shall relish the nightmare. Beware, secrets are secrets for a reason, and some do not wish to see their work uncovered. Especially when secrets are particularly unseemly. No. So, like, this kid stays at the house. Like, they missed the bus. So you wonder, okay, well, why? Why is this kid still around? This isn't part of the family. And then, all of a sudden, without realizing it, your parents have adopted another kid into the house. Without consulting anyone, mind you. Without consulting anyone but themselves to make sure, like, hey, is this going to be a problem? No. There's just a new sibling in the house. And this isn't a situation where, like, mom gets pregnant so there's going to be a baby. Nah. This is mom and dad do babysitting on the regular. And for some reason, this baby stayed. And is now a part of the family. And that little kid doesn't understand the pecking order of the house. So, say you're sitting down in a chair, and he tries to just wiggle in the chair with you. Instead, like, that just sounds like a dick move. And he does it because he knows he can get away with it because he's just so goddamn cute. It doesn't. I get frustrated with that cat all the time, and he tries to give me the puppy dog eyes and the slow blinks, and I'm like, cat, because I don't want to be angry at him. Quite the opposite. But he's an asshole. And, like, imagine you're, like, the biggest, meanest sibling is being fucked with. And so, to sustain dominance, the biggest sibling in the house scraps a little bit and conks him upside the head real good. and the new sibling still doesn't learn that they can't just be an asshole to everyone. Because it's not that the other cats are wrong, it's that this cat doesn't understand how the rest of us work. And it's not like he's new. He's been with us almost a year now. Like, roughly. And he still maintains this weird prima donna state where he thinks, oh, it's okay. I can do whatever I want. I'm the baby. Even though every other cat's the baby. But no, on top of that, we still foster cats. We can't keep any more, because my father and I have put our foot down on that. And we don't want any more cats in the house. Yuffie, Marbles, Tyrion, and Khaleesi are enough. And even then, Tyrion's too much. Every other cat keeps to himself, except him. Like, Yuffie's a lot friendlier now, but that's after she went to the vet, and, so, I'm done venting about Tyrion, but, because I've said pretty much what I wanted to say. Like, alright, the day before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, that's how I remember when the story happened. We sent the cats to the vet. I think they wanted Yuffie checked out for something? Oh, to get her shots, right. Yeah, no, our cats, they're fine. They ain't sick. But, you know, vaccinate your cats. Like you should vaccinate your kids. And Yuffie, she's mostly talk. She'll hit ya. She doesn't hit too hard, but she'll hurt. She'll bap you upside the head. That's what she did to Tyrion. She just bapped him really fucking hard and slammed his head into the floor. But she has a really, really whiny meow. If you, even if you do something she likes, she just has a really whiny meow. It's just how she talks. It's how her brother talks, too. And, see, it's really cute. It really is. But okay, that was dumb of me. But like, alright. So you genuinely cannot tell with anything except for body language with Yuffie. Because she just kind of sounds like she's always complaining. Her meow just kind of sounds like she's always pained, but she's not. She's fine. I even, like, that's one of the things that we confirmed with the vet. She just has a whiny voice. She's not in pain. It's like me whenever I'm really, really quiet and talk like this. Apparently, I hear some comments that's like, oh, you sound like you're gonna cry. And I'm like, nah, it's just how I talk. My voice is weirdly gravelly. And it's the wrong kind of gravelly to sound cool. So like, on the day before Kingdom Hearts 3's release, we bring Yuffie to the vet to get her shots, and this is fucking weird. they go to give her physical. I don't know, like, how intensive it is, but they do it. And while I was gone, she ended up just shitting all over herself as a defense mechanism. And that's when I realized, oh, she's just mostly talk. Because no one got scratched, no one got bitten. She just shat on herself everywhere. So what we did was we, and this is just in case your cat ever does this. What we did was we locked her in one of the bathrooms for like an hour. And when we did that, she, because, like, we bathed her and then left her in the one room so she wouldn't track water. Now, from there, we thought, alright. Oh, the butcher outfit's kind of cool. What does the hat look like? Is it just... That's not a butcher, that's an executioner. Actually, what's the old hunter's garb look like? Oh. Oh, that's fancy. But no, you lock your cat in the, you lock your cat in a room for like an hour. Make sure, and this is like just to make sure that they've cleaned themselves. If they have cleaned themselves, you should be fine. Honestly, there shouldn't be much of an issue. Oh. Oh, you're trying to take my eyeballs. That's what you're doing. Does she suck out your insight, though? Those are the eyes that matter. But once that cat's stuck in that room, they will eventually stop freaking out and then start to clean themselves. Because cats are, for the most part, you do not need to clean your cat. Your cat will be fine. If they get too dirty or too messy, give them the quickest bath. Because otherwise you'll be fine. It's like cats end up pooping anywhere anyways. Huh. I didn't think I'd be fighting with him. I'm gonna shut up for this.
Hell was an unsightly beast. A great terror looms. Have mercy. Have mercy upon us.
So, this is easily the most troublesome looking boss. Like, I felt like I gained eyes on the inside just looking at this one. So the key is to get him to, get him to the halfway point as soon as possible. Honestly, you can do it. It's gonna just take a little bit of getting used to his swings, because they are a bit deceptive. Damn it. Like, that's probably his deadliest attack. Otherwise, you, player, should be fine. Oh god, I don't actually remember. Oh right! He does tip you off by telling you where he's gonna land. So you can actually see scraps of the church cloth on him. So you can tell this is the Ludwig. If you were confused about it before, you should know who this is now, because now you're fighting him. So this is the cool part of the fight. So FromSoft. Why wasn't the Moonlight Greatsword in the main game?
You were at my side.
Because it was
all along.
Ludwig's.
My true mentor. My guiding moonlight.
God, that's a cool ass shot. Is there a face in the Moonlight Greatsword? Oh, and it caught me in the middle of the swing. So now he's a bit harder. A bit. He'll sting. Honestly, stay on the offensive with this one. But just because I said stay on the offensive doesn't mean be a dumbass. Shit. Ow. Oh. Oh, that fucked me up. So I'm gonna give this guy, one more try. And if I can't kill him on stream, I'll do it next stream. But he's gonna get another shot, because I'm not frustrated, I just time. Because I prefer to stay under 4 hours, and just around 3 is almost perfect for me. A stream is too short for me when I say it's 30 minutes. Unless I have finished a game. If I finished a game in 30 minutes, that's fine. Or like, if I'm doing a speedrun stream, I'm fine. But I'm not doing a speedrun stream half the time. And I don't really speedrun one game. And I need to actually, like... I know this is almost a catchphrase for me at this point, but once my PC is built, it will be, it'll definitely be stream ready. And that means y'all will get PC games from me more often, because I'm planning on doing a couple, low spec requirement PC games. Like, I should be good with running some RPG Maker stuff. That lets me do voices too.
why am I doing this route? Oh god. Ah. Oh god. Damn it. Alright, that was bad. Gonna be real. I forgot about that. Whoops. Oh boy, do I feel dumb. Just juke these guys. Kill the dogs. Because honestly, free echoes. So they're free echoes to put up a fight, but I mean, hit them once and you've got a good combo set up. Oh god, he actually hit me. Yeah, you don't even gotta fight, dude. Cause like, at worst, he's kind of just an asshole. What's over here? I saw those fucking rounds nip at my boot. I didn't know they could shoot upwards. If that's any consolation, I had no clue. Also, I want to see what that item is. I don't care about dying to find out. I want to know. You gotta know, right? Oh, the constable's garb. Let's see, does that look alright? Actually, yeah. I kinda like it. That's the fun part about Bloodborne. Is that I don't gotta care about like, oh, can I even roll with this armor on? Yes. The answer is yes. I don't... I love Dark Souls, but I hate it when I just want to wear an armor set and I have to invest points into an armor set. Like... No, my character that can wield Havel's Dragon Tooth Club can definitely also wear Havel's set. And it's like, yeah, the philosophy of the game is like, oh yeah, no, throw anything on, but just because you can put it on doesn't mean you can use it. It's like, yeah, anyone can...
Like, yeah, sure, anyone can fucking... Oh, come here. She's so happy to just gouge my eyes out. It's actually, because I'm low on health for the most part. Let's keep those blood vials on hand. So that guy's basically just free vials, because he's all blood. I don't know why the hunter doesn't just like... Oh, he's back there. You see this shit, Valter? Gotta learn that he has that fuck move. That he can actually flank on the side. That's bad. Do I want to know what that is, by the way? Or is it just goo? Because if it's just goo, I'll be happy if it's just goo. But also, holy shit, the Belcher does not give a fuck. Oh. Oh, he's just massive. Alright, we're just under 3 hours. I think that's gonna be it for me then. Cause... Whew. I just want a nap, man. So... I hope everyone has a good weekend for the most part. I might double dip on streaming tonight, but I don't count on it, and it won't be this, it'll be Resi 7. So, see ya.